Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Static Blitz here. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day today. Today is June 6th, 2026. This is the brand new Battle Pass for Chapter 7, Season 3. So let's take a closer look and do an overview of the whole Battle Pass. We have the Guardian skin, which is the first one you can unlock if you want. From what I can see here, it goes from the lowest level to level 10, level 35 to level 60. But yeah, let's take a closer look at the Guardian here. So here's the skin. You do get this right away if you do buy the Battle Pass or if you are the Fortnite crew member. So the Guardian, one small sprite, one big mech. This is description. So this is a very customizable skin. And here's his back bling. So the sprite pod. So keep your sprite safe. So I'm not sure if it just stays like that or if you're actually able to put like something in it. Maybe it's reactive or something. With the actual sprite in the mech suit. Be very interesting to see. We have the glider here, the 7 Sweeper. So fly like the wind and fall like rain. It's a description. Pretty cool glider. I'm assuming you stand on top of it, of course. So really cool. Let's redeploy it one more time here. Really cool. Next is the Guardian Strike emote spray. Next is the jam track, the Spirit Realm. Pretty cool. Next is the wrap here, the Sprite Magic. Okay, so let's see what happens if we shoot it. Maybe it's not reactive or anything. I don't see any animation or anything, so maybe that's it. Okay. Next is the Sprite Blade Pickaxe for a true warrior of the Spirit Realm. So here's the pickaxe. Looks really cool. I like that reactivity, I guess you could say, to it. That effect to it. Alright, let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Okay. Pretty simple, but very cool. And then we have the loading screen here. Champion of the Sprites. So call him the Guardian. I think they're supposed to say they call him the Guardian. Alright, here's a closer look at the loading screen. Pretty cool. And then we have the Assemble the Guardian. So this is like a second edit style. Here's a quick glimpse of all the edit styles you can have. So the sprite, you get the water, fire, if it's going to show it, fire, earth, got the punk, the sleepy, the demon, the duck, the king, the ghost, the 0 point, and the burnt peanut, which is very funny and goofy. Here's the other ones a little closer up. So you got the earth, you got the fire, and then the water. And then for the helmet edit styles, so you got the guardian, the opaque, I think, magical guardian. So subtle changes. The combat elite guardian, stealth guardian, the light guardian, and then we got this bright guardian, the helmet version. I don't think there's any difference between these two. And then we have the body, so the guardian, magical guardian. We got the light guardian, the spray guardian, the combat elite guardian, and then stealth guardian. Next, we got the arms, so we got the guardian, magical guardian, light guardian, the spray guardian, combat elite guardian, and then stealth guardian. So slight differences with that. And then of course, which is really cool as well, get all these different options for all the different like color variations. So primary color, secondary color, tertiary color, and then the accent color 1, accent color 2, and then the energy color as well, as you can see here. So a very, very customizable skin, which is really neat. And of course, don't have to go over all this, but I'll just make them all cosmic just for the heck of it. But as you can see, you can make it almost any color you want, any variation. So really cool. Just want to see how they look like all black. Let's do all black here. It's really cool. Got red. So yeah, really cool. Okay. So that was all page 1. Let's go to page 2. So Guardians Parade. Hail the protector of the sprites is a description. Okay. Obviously, I'm assuming this is a traversal emote. Next is the Sprite Guardian's loading screen. The Voyager will pay for what he's done. So there's that. And then we got the Sprite Might emote. Get 100 V-Bucks. The Sprite Seat Backbling. This little friend has your back. Alright, next is the Sprite Fall Contrail. So let your spirit drift. Not too bad, pretty cool. You can see all the different sprites kind of going out from your back or as you're falling. And then we have the other Guardian edit style here. And then here's another edit style. I don't even know if I showed it. Oh yeah, I don't even think I showed the. Oh, I did show the helmets. But yeah, so that is page 1 and page 2, if I'm correct. Covered everything here. So now let's go to the next skin, which is the Void Blade. It's really cool to see their animations as you hover over their skins in the battle pass. So that's Guardian. Here's the the Void Blade, should I say? Pretty cool. All right, let's take a closer look here. So draw the line emote, let nothing pass. All right, let's watch that one more time. Closer look. Okay. Interesting. Next is the Void's Eye emote. Next is the Dark Cubic Sneakers kicks. Okay. Very interesting. Oh, you can see the cube at the heel of the foot, the bottom of the foot, or bottom of the shoe. Here's what they look like on feet, and they do kind of have their own like electricity type effect to it, like reactivity. Okay. Next is the pickaxe here, Blade of the Void. Fear nothing. So here's the blade. Let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Okay, not bad, pretty cool. We have the backbling here, which obviously is the blade as well. Blade of the Void. So fear nothing, same description. I'm assuming they interact with each other. When you take the pickaxe out, it comes out from the back, and then when you put the pickaxe away, it goes back into the backbling. Next is the Void Blade, the skin itself. Voyage through the void is her description. Very interesting skin. Huh. Okay. That's page 1. Let's go to page 2. Blade of the Cold Star. So same pickaxe, different colorway. Let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. That makes sense. Different splash effect. We have the Cold Star Voyager glider. From the heart of the void is the description. It's basically the newer default gliders, but just in that colorway. 100 V-Bucks. We get the Fallen Stars Jam track. We have another loading screen. I am his blade. What are your orders, master? So here's a closer look at that. And then here's the second edit style to Void Blade. So the Cold Star Void Blade. Okay. I wonder if you're able to take off like the blindfold. Be interesting. All right, that's page 1 and page 2 of the Void Blade. So let's go to the next skin here, which is Cluster. That was his introduction. So the first thing you get is the Keytar Duckies. Ready to Waddleboard is a description. So here's the instrument, here's the pickaxe, and then here's the back bling. Let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Okay, nice splash effect. Okay. Next is the back bling here, the cluster case. So protect your foul fortunes. Looks like it is reactive. Maybe every time you open a chest or get an elimination, it kind of has that effect there. Okay. Money kind of shoots out. Next is the pickaxe, the Quack Smasher. The bill comes due. Alright, let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Okay, to be expected. The money splash effect. So pretty cool. Alright, next is the Quack Coaster Glider. So duck your obligations is a description. There we go. So pretty good. Matches perfectly with him, of course. Okay, and then here is another jam track, Lucky Duck. Okay, and then here is Cluster. He's one lucky duck is his description. Look at this skin. All right. He has his own his pose, his stance. Okay, and then here is the another edit style, I guess. This is goofy. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so that looks like it's page 1. Let's go to page 2 here. So you have the clusters backstroke emote. So you're swimming with the riches is the description. I'm assuming this is traversal as well. Next is the golden quack coaster glider, which is the same glider but just a different colorway here. Okay. Get 100 V-Bucks. Next is the golden cluster case. Backbling, so same backbling as the first one, but just different colorway, and of course, same reactivity. And then we have the second edit style to the pickaxe here, Golden Quack Smasher. Here's the splash effect. And the money splash effect changed, so now it's like gold money. Pretty cool. And then here's another edit style to Cluster, Golden Cluster. Okay. Like the diamonds on the shirt, kind of has like that sparkle effect. Interesting. I do want to check something real quickly here. Let me go back to the first skins. Let me see if I could. Oh, let's see different edit styles. Okay. Just don't want to miss anything. All right, so that is Cluster. Next is Heat Wave PJ. So we actually do have this skin already in the game, which is a Fortnite item shop skin, but now they're doing like a second edit style, and this is part of the battle pass now. Let's take a closer look. So I have an emote here. Listen up. The beat goes on. Okay, it looks like it repeats. Next is the boombox emote. And then we have the Soundwave Basher backblink, so can't stop the beatdown is a description. Kind of has its own effect to it. Don't know if they're reactive or not. Doesn't show or say. But there's the backblink. Next is the Soundwave Basher pickaxe. Can't stop the beatdown is a description. There's the pickaxe. Here's what it looks like in hand. Let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Okay. Pretty cool splash effect. Next is the Contrail Sound Sweeper. So bring the noise everywhere. So there's the Contrail, pretty cool. Not bad. And then here is Heatwave PJ. So hit them with the beat is the description. There's her description. Okay. That's page 1. Let's go to page 2. So we have Nightwave Basher. So different edit style to the pickaxe here. Alright, here, let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Looks to be the same or very similar. We have the banner icon here for her. 100 V-Bucks. We have a glider, which is Night Radio Rider. Always on your frequency is a description. This is definitely a reskin of another glider. Just a different colorway. But there's the glider. Next is the loading screen. So SOS, so obviously save our sprites instead of save our souls. These little guys need someone looking out for them. So pretty cool loading screen actually. I love how you can see the battle bus and all the sprites and the different characters. Here is Nightlife PJ. So the second edit style to her skin. Okay. So that's all of page 1 and page 2 of Heatwave PJ. So that's the fourth skin. Let's look at the fifth skin here. So we have Wolf. There's his intro animation. Let's take a closer look here. So Wolf's howl. The last thing you'll hear before the full moon dawns. What in the world was that? Okay, very interesting. Next is Cosmic Wolf's loading screen. So how into the void is a description. Okay. Next is Wolf's Mark, Wrap. Let's shoot it. Okay, it does have reactivity when you're shooting. Kind of has like a glitch effect to it, I guess you could say, every time you shoot. So that is kind of cool. And both sides of the gun looks like... Oh, no, they're the same. Okay. Here's what it looks like in hand. Yeah, not bad. We have the Merc Travel Pack back bling. So everything you need for the job is a description. Okay. And then we have the pickaxes here. So Wolf's Fangs. You're either with the pack or you're in the ground is a description. Kind of has like a glow effect on the edges of the blade. Alright, let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Okay, pretty standard. Not bad. And then we have Wolf, the actual skin. A lupine mercenary on the prowl. Alright. That is page 1. Let's go to page 2. So now we have the different edit style to his pickaxe here. Wolf's Tactical Fangs. Let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Very similar to the first, if not exactly the same. We have a banner icon here. Next is the pack leader emote. 100 V-Bucks, and then a different edit style to the Backbling Tactical Merc Travel Pack. Alright, and then we have the second edit style to Wolf, so Tactical Wolf. Oh, I just realized his pickaxes go right like on his chest. Interesting, so I wonder if you equip the pickaxe to get taken off. That's also not very safe and looks dangerous that the knives are like pointing straight up at like his head, his face. A very good design choice in my opinion. So that's Wolf. Now let's look at the next skin here. So Dylan. Alright, so we have the luxury speedboat glider. Here comes the queen. It's a description. So here's the glider. We have a emote here, Dylan's attention. Next, cherub holster back bling. So he's got your back and your backup piece. So there's the back bling. Next is Dylan's furs wrap. So let's see if there's any reactivity. So I'm shooting, nothing's happening. So it looks like it's just a wrap, nothing else. So what you see is what you get. Next is the Windfall Contra. Every runner's dream payday. So there's the Contra. Then here's the skin. So Dylan, real queens take what they want. Is her description. Closer look here. She's very customizable too. I'm not really sure if I'm going to show that in the battle pass here. So that's page 1. Let's go to page 2. We got the Merc Step. Own it is a description. So I don't know how long the song goes for, but there is the emote. Merc Step. Next is Silver Chainsaw Pickaxe. So get in, get out, get through. So here's the Chainsaw Pickaxe. Alright, let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Okay. So there's that. 100 V-Bucks. You do get a banner icon here. We have another loading screen. So Big Dill. Don't mess with the queen. So here's a closer look at the loading screen here. And then next is the skin. Second edit style to her. So Silver Tracker Dylan. Alright. So that's page 1 and 2 of Dylan. So next is Vanguard Sloan. So here's the first thing you get. So emote, so Sloan's code. Hack successful. Okay, looks to be it. Maybe I'll put it more time. So hack successful. Okay. Next is Sprite Shenanigans loading screen. So I can't believe I'm making a mech for sprites. Here's a closer look here. Next is Vanguard Wings Glider. Scour for what you seek. So brand new glider here. Looks pretty cool. Next is the Innovator's Special Wrap. So it does have its own animation. Let's shoot it, see what happens here. Looks like it might just be animated, but here's what it looks like in hand. Obviously it goes with her perfectly. Okay. Okay. Next is Backbling, so Vanguard Pack. Scanning for anomalies is the description. Alright, next is Vanguard Sloan. So do whatever it takes to secure reality. Not a bad skin. And then this is to be revealed. So coming soon, unlocks on July 16th. So can't see this quite yet. So I'm assuming this is like a second edit style to her skin. Let's go to page 2. We have the Lightwave Axe. So cut through the red tape. Actually, kind of a cool pickaxe. I like it. Okay, let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Yeah, really cool. Not only a cool sound effect, but a splash effect as well. Next is the Bite Me emote. Next, 100 V-Bucks. We have a second edit style to her backbling here, the Lightwave Pack. Then we have another loading screen, switching sides. So you wouldn't call me if you didn't name me, is the description. There's that. We got some previous skins from previous battle passes. Here's her second edit style to her skin, Lightwave Sloan. Not bad. And then we have another like secret edit style, I believe. This also unlocks on July 16th. Okay. Now, so that's Vanguard Sloan. And now last but not least, we got John Wick. Pen and ink. So let's take a closer look at this. So you have the glider here, gun glider. You're gonna need a lot of ammo. Okay. Next is the Parabellum loading screen. Don't set him off. Is a description. Pretty cool. Next is the Gilded Hourglass Wrap. Let's shoot it, see if anything happens. It does look like the hourglass does have its own reactivity. I think it happens when you shoot. Because when you don't shoot, nothing happens. So it is reactive. And then here's what it looks like in hand. Okay. Next is the Baba Yaga emote spray. We have the Wix Axe, an instrument of focus, commitment, and sheer will. Pretty good description right there. Here's all the different things you could do. So you got the instruments, you got the pickaxe here. Let's look at the swing splash sound effect. Yep, standard. And then we have the backbling. Next is the unretired emote. I'm back. So really cool. And then we have the skin here, John Wick, pen and ink. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Is this description. Really cool, really great movie. Great movies, actually. So, not too bad. And then you do get a sidekick. So, dog, pen and ink. He's a good dog. And then here are the unlockable rewards. So we have the good dog emoticon. It does say good dog as well. We have the Heart of Gold reaction. And then we have the different like edit style to the dog here. So it's gradient. So you could at least use this with the item shop version of John Wick, which is not pen and ink. Appearance options, that's all it's going to be for that. So not too bad. So it's page 1. Page 2, we got the coin toss emote. Don't even know how you pronounce that description, but here is the emote. And of course, I'm assuming this is traversal. And you can already see the second edit style to John Wick there, pen and ink. 100 V-Bucks with a pencil emote spray. We have the Wick Chucks. Wickedly effective is the description. Alright, let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. Okay. Next is the banner icon. Pretty cool. We have the backlink here, Oath Marker. A marker is no small thing, is the description. Looks like it's reactive, maybe when you get eliminations. But it looks reactive, or maybe it's just animated. We have the John Wick Chapter 2 edit style. Alright. It looks like there is going to be another edit style for the John Wick pen and ink. Unlocks on July 30th. So there's that. Of course, we're not done yet. We have to look at the bonus rewards. So let's take a closer look at these. We have the gold chainsaw. I'll try to go through these quickly because they're mostly just going to be second edit styles to whatever cosmetic it is. So there's that. Looks like the same splash effect. Next, we have a new loading screen. Battle Woods Brawl. Don't worry, boss. I've got this handled. There's a description. There's that. We have a second edit style to the speedboat. Next, we have another emote spray, Two-Face Queen. Next, the silver cherub holster, second edit style for that back bling there. Next, queens make their luck. Then we have a second edit style to Dylan here, like a more pink, bright color. All right, and that's page 1. Page 2 is obviously going to be their second, third, and fourth. The rest of their bonus styles here. So this comes June 25th. Alright, so next, let's go to Troubled Ready Cluster. So here's another edit style to Cluster. Another edit style for the Coaster Glider for him. Another pickaxe edit style. This one's like translucent. You can actually see inside the pickaxe. Here's a splash effect. Oh, and you can see through him too. Very interesting. Alright, we have the Cluster Ducky Coin. Looks like it does kind of have its own either animation or reactivity. Something. But not too bad. Next is a different edit style to the backlink here, Night Cluster Case. Next is the Ducky Dropper Contra. Drop some bills as a description. Okay. And then we have another edit style to Cluster, so the Knight Captain Cluster. Very interesting. Yeah, he's like kind of like translucent. You can see inside. He has like other rubber ducks inside of his head and his arms. Or one arm, maybe. Alright, that's page 1. Obviously, page 2 is going to be the other bonus styles to the skin. I keep backing out there, but I need to scroll to the next one. Alright, next is the PJ skin. So we have a different edit style to the glider here. We have another loading screen. Runners unite. Ready to power up is a description. Got a loading screen there showing all the skins in the battle pass. Next, Radio Star. Here's this wrap. Let's shoot it, see if anything happens. Of course it does. Like sound waves from the speaker every time you shoot. Here's what it looks like in hand. Okay. Next is the another loading screen, Beach Buds. There's no party like a PJ party. There's that. And then we have Nightwave Basher. Can't stop the beatdown. Different edit style to the backwing. Another emote spray, PJ's mic drop. And then here's another edit style to PJ, so DJ PJ. And then, of course, page 2 is going to be the other bonus edit styles to this specific skin. Next, we got Vanguard's Axe. Different edit style. Let's look at the swing splash and sound effect. So different colorway, okay. Nerds Rule emote. We have another emote spray, Sloan in action. We have a second edit style to her glider, the Lightwave Wings. We have another loading screen, Sprite Runners. So the power is yours to extract. There's that. We have a banner icon, and then another edit style to Sloan. So the zero phase Sloan. Okay. And then, of course, page 2 is the other bonus styles to the skin. All right, last but not least is the Void skin. So we have a new contrail here, Reality Blades. So cut through the void is a description. Pretty cool contrail here, actually. And then when you're in different moments of when you're gliding, it does kind of change a little bit. Yeah, not bad. All right, next is the I Heart Sprites emote spray. We have another edit style to her specific glider, Void Blades Voyager. We have another loading screen. She has arrived. Now, face the blade of the void is a description. Next, Eye of the Unknown wrap. Does have reactivity when you're shooting. Around the eye, it kind of lights up. The more you shoot, the more even more reactive it gets. But I don't think it has any animation, just reactivity. So pretty cool. Next is the back bling here, Blade of the Cold Star. It's a different edit style. And then we have another edit style to the skin, Space Burn Void Blade. So here's that. Alright, Rush. 7-7 number on the back, at least from what I can see. Then, of course, page 2 is going to be the other bonus styles to the skin. So yeah, that is the entire overview of the Chapter 7 Season 3 Battle Pass. But yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments below what you think of the new Chapter 7 Season 3 Battle Pass and everything else. Like what you thought of the trailer. Are you guys pretty excited? Have you guys already started playing? But yeah, again, that's going to be my overview of the new Battle Pass. But thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more.